early in the season, that was a heck of a college basketball game. Neither one of us could really guard each other. We just couldn't guard them for longer periods of time. I'm really impressed with them. But I love my team because in a tough atmosphere with some new faces and new roles, we answered just about every charge. We just didn't have much left at the end there. And give credit to Iowa. They made big plays and they made big free throws down the stretch. I think what helped us was we finally got their transition a little bit under control. We had no answer for it in the first half. Second half, better, and our offensive efficiency was good, which gave us chances. So great game. They're a heck of a team. But I love our group, and, there's some things, some real positives, we can get out of this. There's some things we need to work on before Saturday as well.
What about Sherman's play?
That's the first thing I talked about in there. We needed him. We need him to be a main guy for us. Last year, he was a little bit up and down. For him to have a night like this in this atmosphere, I think is very important. Impressive, and he's a fifth-year senior, and he should feel just like he's a main guy now. And I think that it'll be something he can really grow from.
Like, how hard is it to go into this atmosphere like this with them running bodies the way they are? Maybe a guy or two short.
Yeah, their depth wore on us. There's no question. They can keep fresh guys in there, and not only in transition but on the backboard. We kind of shortened our bench a little bit, and it helped us with our offensive efficiency. Fatigue maybe caught up to us a little bit at times, but they have a style of play that's hard to deal with because they're good offensively and they come at you with a lot of bodies. And I think they got a body coming back soon, right? And there's a kid hurt who's a real good guard coming back. So, Fran's a good friend. And we've known each other since I was an assistant at Duke and he was at Notre Dame, and we're in the same gyms trying to recruit the same guys. He's done a fabulous job here. I mean, I'm thrilled for him. This is all about methodically building a program, and it's a blueprint for methodically building a program. They've got great momentum, and since they beat us, I hope they win every game.
Did you think they were getting a little leg weary there to start the second
Yeah,
half?
we were, our small lineup kind of got into that. Where it hurt us in the first half, our small lineup, we were able to drive it. We were getting into the paint. It gave them some problems, So, you're hoping. Well, when we got the lead or when we got it to one possession or tied, we had some bad defensive breakdowns. We had, we could never have five guys on the same page defensively, and that's the possessions we need to watch before we go back to practice on Thursday.
Take more positive or negative from?
Oh, I know. I told our guys. I said I love our group, man. Like we're fine. I was really interested to see in this atmosphere. We took some big punches and we responded. I think it's something to build on. Sherman's night is something to build on. Jackson's night is something to build on. Our other experienced guys are pretty good. August gave us good stuff. Burgett, I think, is back at the table. That was a good night for him too. So I think for me, we need to instill some confidence in those guys moving forward, even though we didn't win the game.
Coach, how about getting Grant's basket there? You had inbounds play 1.2 in the first half.
Yeah.
Nice play, and he seemed to give you a little spark coming out of the half.
That's big momentum, and that was something to two veteran guys, Atkins and Grant. That's no call. That's just two guys communicating. That was a big play at halftime. Then we start the second half on a nice run. So because we didn't have much go right the last 8 minutes of the half, and then you go in with a little bit of, okay, what was it, 9? You get it to 9, like, okay, it's single digits, and you feel you're going to have a chance.
When you go with the small lineup like you did, are you just kind of hoping and wishing that rebounding kind of goes your way?
Yeah, no, you want to block out and get in there. They've got a lot of length, and even good blockouts, probably, didn't help much because you got guys with great length and bigger guys. We've got put in some tough situations there. Zone game, we were finally able to get, every time we went zone in the first half, they hit a three. We went zone, and it gave us a little momentum, and it slowed them down, and it made them shoot some jump shots, and that helped us. And we're going to be a team that has to change defenses. But rebounding from your spot when we're in that small, well, really, defensive rebounding for us is always been a concern of mine since the preseason. And, tonight it was a factor. It hurt us at times. We couldn't do it well enough.
Coach, did you get the sense that even as deep as Iowa is, the fact that they were playing their fourth game in 6 days, that maybe fatigue was something you might be able to exploit?
No, I never really thought of that. I thought they would play with, great energy because they played so well down there. I thought they kind of found themselves, even though they didn't win the championship. I felt it was a team that had a preseason ranking and kind of delivered on that down there and was coming into this atmosphere. And I don't think you're tired then when you're feeling like that.
You know the extent of Jackson's injury?
He just twisted the ankle. It's just a twist of the ankle. I mean, he'll be fine. We'll ice that down. He'll be fine and ready to go practice on Thursday. Thank you.